Today's session is brought to you by Bioforum. We are a data-focused CRO providing end-to-end biometric services. We provide both project-based and FSP-based delivery of data management, medical writing, biostatistics, and statistical programming, as well as statistical consulting. We have over 15 years of experience and have over 200 employees worldwide. We've served 100 customers and impacted over 450 studies since we went into business. We've also participated in over 15 regulatory submissions and have worked on over 250 SDTM and ATOM projects. I'd like to introduce today's speakers. First up is Audrey Erasmus, who is our Senior Director of Project Management at Bioforum. She has over a decade of experience in clinical data management and has focused on program and project management. In her current role, she is responsible for all things project management related, both for projects and for the business as a whole. She's responsible for supporting collaboration and communication across all stakeholders. Next is Sherry Juskin, who is our Chief Medical Writing Officer. She has over 15 years experience as a professional medical writer, having worked in both CROs and pharmaceutical companies. She established the medical writing department at Bioforum in 2018. Finally, we have Afra Barnett, who's a senior statistician here at Bioforum, having joined us in 2019. She holds a PhD in statistics, has been working in industry since 1998. Her experience is vast, focused on oncology and with regulatory interactions with FDA and other regulatory agencies. She also has a passion for education, working with statisticians and non-statisticians through to her various teaching engagements. Before we begin today's webinar, we're going to start with a poll. And the poll is, how many NDA submissions have you participated in? So if you can take a moment now and answer the poll. You should see that on your screen. That's great. We've got some answers coming through, so we'll just give it another few seconds while everybody has a chance to answer. How many NDA submissions have you participated in over the course of your career? Okay, so the majority of participants in today's webinar have not done an NDA submission yet. So this is a great opportunity for you to learn about how to have some cross-functional collaboration and make it successful. And about 14% of you have done more than 5. So it should be a very interesting mix of folks here today. And before we start with the main part of our presentation, I'll just give a brief overview of ISS and ISE. ISS is the Integrated Summary of Safety, and ISE is the Integrated Summary of Efficacy. And ISS gives you a compilation of safety data throughout the course of your clinical development program. And it's there to provide a comprehensive safety profile of the drug. The ISE, as you would expect, is a compilation of the efficacy data from multiple clinical trials over the course of your development program, and it's there to provide a comprehensive efficacy profile of the drug. They are required for NDAs and BLAs, and I say required because generally you need to provide them, but you are always encouraged and in fact expected to have conversations with FDA to discuss what the exact content of your ISS and ISE should be. They are only applicable to FDA submissions, and so you won't find them necessarily in rest of world regulatory submissions. They provide comprehensive data analysis, enabling a thorough assessment of the drug risk-benefit profile, and provide a unified and cohesive data set and overview, which improves the quality of your submission. A key component of an ISS and ISE submission is the data package that will go to FDA, which includes integrated data sets of all of the clinical trial data, which FDA will use as they review your overall NDA submission. And with that, I will turn it over to Audrey.
Thank you, Amanda. So let's take a look at the cross-functional teams involved in ISS or ISE development, which will be the sponsor, your clinical team, biostatistics, data management, medical writing, and then project management that ensures alignment between the different functional teams. Regulatory also plays an important role as all activities done within each functional group should adhere to the expected regulatory guidelines. Understanding the sponsor strategy is crucial to align ISS or ISE development with overall sponsor goals and to ensure that all functional teams understand the purpose and objectives of the submission. It is then possible to successfully integrate the expertise from the different functional groups to ensure cohesive and comprehensive data analysis and documentation for submission. From a clinical perspective, even though the projects being submitted have been completed, it is still important for the clinical team to provide the necessary clinical insights and interpretation of the data. Data management may be required to assist biostatistics on items that need to be standardized across the studies to allow for data integration, particularly if, for example, coded data